Morning all. All right, so we have 5 games tonight. Maybe. We may end up with 4. The Colorado Avalanche, there's an asterisk here. They should play tonight. It looks like they're going to play tonight, but we'll see. So, at 6 o'clock Eastern, which is 3 o'clock Pacific, we're starting things off early. We've got the Calgary Flames, who suddenly look hot again, in against the Montreal Canadiens, which makes sense since their name is Flames, right? So, the record for Calgary, 19-21-3. They've won 4 out of 5 against Montreal, who are 18-13-9. Points percentage, Montreal 562, Calgary 477. We're going to start keeping an eye on points percentage just in case we don't see certain teams hit 56 games. The plan has always been, if you have a schedule where not everybody's played the same amount of games, points percentage will decide who finishes where. The exact same thing that we did last year. So, on the Calgary side, Lindholm, 11 goals, 26 assists. The big line's been split up, and it seems to be working pretty well for Calgary. Hanifin has been playing much better lately as well. He's got 4 goals and 10 assists. And so, things are going well for them. But over their last 10, the 4-6 record looks ugly. Just remember, they've won 3 in a row. Montreal, Kotkaniemi, 5 goals, 14 assists. He's filled in pretty well considering, Gallagher's out. And they moved him to the wing and everything. But it seems to be going well so far. Toffoli, 19 goals and 11 assists. He's had opportunities for number 20. He's been close to number 20, just doesn't quite get number 20. Over their last 10, they're 5-5, and they lost their last game, of course. So, really with Montreal, if they play 500 hockey from here, it is difficult for Calgary to get in. So they're going to need to win this and win it regulation. Overtime win, shootout win doesn't help them very much. Then an hour later at 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific, we've got the New York Islanders and Boston Bruins in the second half of a back-to-back. I'm wearing Boston because, sure, why not? Although odds are, since it's a back-to-back, the Islanders likely win tonight. The Islanders have won 5 out of 6 against Boston. The Islanders are 27-12-4. Boston's 23-12-6. When you look at points percentage, these teams are close. 674 for the Islanders, 634 for the Bruins. On the Islanders side, Eberle, 14 goals, 14 assists, 28 points. He's been a really good player this year for them. Palmieri, who's still, getting used to being an Islander, I would imagine. 9 goals, 9 assists, 18 points. On the Boston side, Craig Smith seems to have really picked it up recently. 10 goals, 15 assists for him. Taylor Hall coming off of his first goal as a Bruin. We'll see if he has another one to show us tonight. 3 goals, 17 assists now in the season for 20 points. Over their last 10, the Islanders are 6-4. They, of course, lost last night. For the Boston Bruins, they're 6-3-1 in their last 10. They've now won 2 in a row. So it feels like things have kind of shifted in the East. But again, things can definitely shift back, and we'll find out tonight what's going to happen. Then at 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific, we have the San Jose Sharks in against the Minnesota Wild. San Jose has won 3 out of 5 in this setup so far this year. San Jose really needs a win. They're 18-20-4. Minnesota's 25-13-3 in points percentage. Well, Minnesota's got 646 as their points percentage, and on the San Jose side, 476. So hope is fading for San Jose, and their most recent games have definitely made that far more of a thing than it was before that. Evander Kane, 16 goals, 19 assists for them. He's been cold lately, but he's capable of heating up again. Logan Couture, 14 goals and 12 assists. They could use goals from either of these guys tonight. Over their last 10, they're 5-5, but they've lost 3 in a row. So they gain ground and then they just give it back. The same thing the Kings have been doing too. Minnesota, Marcus Foligno, and I mean during the season. Marcus Foligno, 7 goals, 9 assists, not necessarily just recently because LA's been kind of in this mire for a while. But yeah, Marcus Foligno, 7 goals, 9 assists. Totally different team with him in the lineup compared to when he's out. Zuccarello, 8 goals, 16 assists. Same for Zuccarello. When he's in the lineup, you can really tell the difference. Over their last 10, they're 5-3-2. They did win their last game. One of the most inconsistent teams in the league, but always entertaining, is the Minnesota Wild. The inconsistencies year after year after year. The part that's new is the entertaining part. 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Pacific, if this game goes forward. So today, and this will be in the News of the Day video as well, the Colorado Avalanche have reported another positive case from yesterday's testing. They closed down the morning skate. We'll see whether or not Colorado ends up having games postponed, including this one. We'll see where this goes. And everybody else is tested negative at this stage. We'll see. Colorado 744 winning or points percentage. On the LA side, they're at 452. They're pretty much out. LA 16 20 and 6. Colorado has won 3 out of 4 in this series so far this year. Colorado's 39 and 4. Trevor Moore 7 goals 11 assists, really picked it up lately. See if he can stay hot. And Brendan Lemieux still looking for his first as a member of the Kings. 2 goals 6 assists. A lot of the new guys have been scoring goals early on. We'll see if he can join the list. Over their last 10, they are 3 and 7. They've lost their last 2 games, and it really just looks like LA is one of the teams playing out the string. On the Colorado side, Nichushkin, 9 goals, 10 assists for him, and it's been a much better second half of the season than it was first half. And Comfer, 6 goals, 6 assists. And I don't know who the player is that's going to be out of the lineup tonight should they play who tested positive. We'll find out when that list comes out this afternoon. And, of course, whether or not they play the game will be decided later on today as well. Last 10 games, Colorado's 9 and 1. They've won 4 in a row. So ever since that one game where they got spanked, they've been the team that's been taking care of business again. That's why I didn't overreact to that one game. 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific. We will then see the Vegas Golden Knights in against the Anaheim Ducks. Vegas has won 4 out of 5 against Anaheim, but these games are usually close. And Anaheim keeps them honest. So Vegas 29-11 and 2. The Anaheim Ducks 14-23 and 7. Points percentage 714 for the Vegas Golden Knights. On Anaheim side 398, which isn't great, but it's better than it's been at some points of the season. On the Vegas side of things, Chandler Stevenson, 9 goals, 15 assists for him so far this year. Matthias Janmark, 10 goals, 10 assists. Had some opportunities for his first goal as a member of the VGK the other night. We'll see if he gets it tonight. Rickard Rakell, 8 goals, 15 assists for him. He's been better the last couple of games. Of course, he's always been seemingly dealing with injuries every year. It's just part of what happens with him. But it looks like he's getting it rolling. And Volkov, 7 goals, 3 assists, 10 points. That's another former Tampa Bay Lightning player who's playing very well somewhere else. Which is fine, because for Tampa, they're still winning, so it doesn't matter. Last 10 games, the Vegas Golden Knights, 6-3-1. They have won 4 in a row. So as much as it feels like, hey, Colorado's winning a bunch, they are, but so's Vegas, and Vegas is keeping right there with them. The Anaheim Ducks, 5-4-1 in their last 10. That's right, they're above 500 their last 10 games, and they've won 2 in a row against San Jose. San Jose will be glad not to see Anaheim anymore. But hey, let's see if Anaheim can keep playing a spoiler role tonight against Vegas. So there you go. We will likely hear more on the Colorado-LA game. It sounds like right now it's just 1 positive, but again, we know how that can change and what they decide to do with tonight's game. But I'll be here to report on it when that happens. And hey, let me know your winners for tonight's games. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.